Hello my friends, welcome to this video showing you how to make a long straight cut without reserve board. As I've explained in my video about the general principles about the long straight cuts, the queen for doing these works is the circular saw, and a couple of words about this saw. So first of all, it's finally not very expensive, and secondly, even though it looks dangerous, it is not. And with this you can really make great cuts. And you have seen that my fellow YouTubers are usually using an aluminum guide, which is done for the machine. But here I'm making simple, as you know, and for the moment I could avoid of buying one, which by the way also saved me the storage space for this guide. And of course I'm putting you also the link to the video about how to make long straight cuts with a reserve board. So when you're making long cuts, it happens very often on OSB boards. You have usually reserve boards, but when you're arriving to the end, then you don't have any more. And in this case, you can use this type of guide. This is something I'm using very often. And ideally, it should be at least from the length of the board you're cutting. OSB boards make 2.40 meters. This one is only 2 meters. Because I'm here on the countryside. You can see one example of a longer guide in my R&D video about the long straight cuts, about the jigsaw. So here we'll be using this one, and you can see that in a certain way you can make some extensions and it results out with a perfect cut at the end. And you can see here, by the way, a mini scale shelf. This is the shelf I built for you for showing you how to make tailor-made shelves with recovered wood that you have found in the street. And this is really a jackpot, because not only you're saving money, you are saving the resources of the planet, but as you don't need to go to the shop and you found the board nearby to your place, you will save time and you will also save petrol, because of course you don't need to take the car for going to the shop. So I've already shown you these tailor-made shelves, either the small one on little wheels, 140 width, or the jumbo shelf, more or less 2 meters long, in my video about how to optimize the storage space in your attic, which is a very efficient way of saving space inside the house. So now for the long straight cut without reserve board, let's go! So now, in case you are willing to cut sides which are not with the original cut, meaning not straight, you can use the aluminium ruler as a guide. For this, you can now remove this little ruler, and basically it's very simple. You measure the distance between the side of the machine and the blade, which makes approximately 9.5 centimeters. That you will add in your calculation for putting the guide. So this here is a classical problem. The aluminium ruler I have is not long enough, because ideally you just should fix it with 2 speed clamps like this. On each side. And it's very easy, you don't need to make any precision work. Now what I will do is not ideal, but still it will help out. When you're taking the measure, always make sure to measure starting from a factory cut, which is here on the right. So now I'm measuring, this makes 37. Now I'm making sure I have 37 here as well. Here we are. And then I'm taking the extension And here I make sure that I'm also using a factory cut for ensuring that it's totally even. And now I'm placing this at 37 as well. So, not yet, 37. Then I'm marking a little marking, fixing the speed clamp. And then also the other side. And now I'm placing another board for making sure that my extension is not moving. Otherwise, I'm risking to have a cut which is not straight. And hold the side of the speed clamp with your thumb so that it holds well. Okay, so now we have placed our extension correctly, it won't move anymore, and I can start to make the cut. So here, careful, there's a little piège. Here you see that this here gives an irregularity in the part, so I will remove the screw. Not lose it, very important screw. Another problem is now that this here is too low compared to this height. So as the ruler is not fixed, I will just turn it and take the lower height. So thanks to the circular saw, you reach a level of cut which is really great. So this ruler system is really very craftsman-like because you have much more sophisticated solutions, but it's really perfectly doing the work. That's it, my friends. This is the end of the video, and you see here, by the way, the end result of my sign. I have a little series for showing you how to do that. And for ending, let me tell you that I have a masterclass for showing you how to adapt the size of a board you have found in the street, and the end result is exactly as if you would have used a new board. So I hope to see you there on Happy Hour TV 1.